This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Hello, this is Pastor O with the red pill of the day, and today we are continuing our series, our amazing series that we have been doing on favor is not random. And today we are going to be going straight to the fourth key for you to unlock favor in your life on a daily basis. Remember, the whole premise of this series is that favor is not random. Favor is not unmerited favor, okay, because you have to do something. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest shall never cease. God will not be deceived. Whatever a man soweth, that he shall reap. That for you to be able to command favor in your life on a daily basis, instead of playing spiritual lottery with your life where you go to vigil and just expect something will drop from heaven when you have not sowed anything in the ground, you want to turn the keys. There are keys that make sure that favor follows you practically every day, or at least increases your opportunities to experience favor on a regular basis. Today we look at the key of expectation. The number 4 key we are going to look at is the key of expectation. Hebrews 11:6 says, and without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he is a diligent rewarder of those who seek him. The mistake we often make in Christendom is thinking that belief is just a mental state, something you just think or declare when you are in that vigil. No, belief is not an emotion. Belief is not a feeling. Belief is an action word. You don't really believe something until you start doing stuff to show that you believe it. So you cannot win that contract unless you have an expectation to win it. Correct expectation is mindset followed by hard work, research, and presentation to win that contract. Just sitting in your house and raising up hand and praying and say that contract is mine in Jesus' name, I claim it in Jesus' name, without doing any research and proper presentation, you will not win it. That is not real expectation. Most times you cannot pass that interview unless you expect to pass it. That expectation to pass it involves not just prayer, not just committed mindset, but doing things that you need to do on your part. This is very important. Remember what the word says. Whatever you lose on earth will have been loosed in heaven, or will be loosed in heaven, depending on the version you are reading. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven or has already been bound in heaven. Either way, there's a part to what you must play. We miss that a lot in Christianity. That's why we gather at vigil and ask God to give us stuff that we have not even done any expectation on. Expectation involves 2 parts, the mind and the physical action. The same principle applies when you go into business. You cannot succeed unless you expect to succeed. But your actions show what you expect. God has said he will only bless you when you believe. Your belief is not an emotion, is not a feeling, is an action word. So what is your level of expectation this year? What you are doing right now is what determines the level of expectation that you really have, not what you say only. What you say is important, but what you do is also part of your expectation. Do you really expect this year to be better than last year? What is your expectation level? Your expectation involves your preparation, involves your research, involves your hustle. The actions that you are taking is what shows what you expect. Do you expect more of the same or different things entirely this year? What are you doing to show that you actually believe that expectation? Believe is an action word. I will say it 1 million times until you get it. You must take actions to show that you are hot for what you want God to happen to do in your life. God hates lukewarmness. So that you are hot or you are cold. Being hot is not just something you say, it is also something you do to make your expectation real. Did you even document what you expect God to do for you this year? Did you document the favor you're expecting? I asked somebody the other day, okay, what do you expect God for you to do for you this year? He said, I just want God to bless me tremendously. I'm like, what does that mean? You got to write it down. You got to think of strategies to get it. That is what determines whether you have a real expectation. The action that you take to back up that your heart feeling, that your heart emotional state is what perfects your expectation. I will not deceive you. Just having a mindset that God will bless you this year alone is not a real expectation. That is not being in line with Hebrews 11:6. Your belief is something that is tangible. That must be tangible. It is physical. God constantly blesses expectation with favor. The right expectation. There is right expectation. There is wrong expectation. Right expectation is where you are convinced in your mind, in your brain, in your everything, and then you do stuff in pursuit of what you expect. That is perfected expectation, and that will always bring favor into your life. You don't need anybody to overpray before that happens. Jesus always responds to expectation that is perfected. He healed blind Bartimaeus, not because blind Bartimaeus just expected him. Blind Bartimaeus took action to compel. Just in case you are praying that prayer, just bless me with blind Bartimaeus. No. They say blind Bartimaeus heard that Jesus was passing by, and then he began to yell. He grabbed hold of Jesus with his words. They told him to keep quiet. He continued aggressively to shout. He expected Jesus to heal him. Not just by feeling it, not just by thinking it, but aggressively saying it and pursuing Jesus. Jesus Christ healed the centurion's servant because the centurion expected Jesus Christ would do it. Not just by standing there and saying, I believe we. He said, don't worry. I'm a man under authority. I understand how this thing works. If you give the word right now, it will go and heal my child. Why? Because I also used to exercise authority. When I tell my soldier, do this, it happens. So you say it, and I know it will happen. You see, it is the different level. Expectation has to also be backed by serious action on your part to show you believe what you are saying. Jesus Christ turned water into wine in Cana, his very first miracle in John chapter 2. He was not even he didn't have a plan to do miracle there, because when the mother harassed him, you know what he said? He said, woman, do you not know it's not my time? Meaning that Jesus did not plan to do that miracle. But the expectation of the mother compelled Jesus to act before he was ready. And that expectation is not just the mother thinking or praying. He said, that man will do it. Go and ask him. He put Jesus on the spot with our expectation by unshakable belief that she expressed to Jesus. Favor is not random. Expectation is a powerful key to activate it. What exactly is your expectation today? How bold are you in going for what you believe God will do for you? Your flow of favor this year depends on it. So you need to take your expectation to a whole new level. Your expectation has to transcend just your mindset, has to transcend just you thinking about it, to actually it flowing out of you, where you begin to seize what you want. There's a way you express expectation to somebody that they will have no choice. Jesus' mother proved it. Jesus had to declare his ministry before he was ready. Why? Because the mother did not just think it, the mother said it, the mother directed people there. That's action. Go call to that man. He will take care of business. How strong is your expectation? What are you doing right now to show that you expect God will do great things in your life this year? In case you are just joining us, we are talking about favor is not random, and we're talking about the keys to get it. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and also join our private group of the Red Pill Club on Facebook for daily alerts on all these things and for discussions. Post your comments. And the Lord bless you really good as favor begin to seek you out this year, as you begin to turn the key. You are no longer going to be playing spiritual lottery with your life. Now you are working with understanding. Lord bless you, God. Pastor